go subscribe on YouTube, man. The Men's Corner DMV. Please go subscribe. Please.
Yes, indeedy.
We need y'all to subscribe.
View us, like us, comment, share us, but all subscribe to us and hit the little bell on the side so you get notifications when we're going live, baby. It's Men's Corner DMV is what we do. So we're going to go ahead and bring you on in real nice here. Welcome to another edition of the Men's Corner featuring yours truly, my main man, my partner in crime over there, Big Six, Adrian Rich. I'm Fahim. We brought to you nice and smooth over here. DJ Glam is powering us up, and my main man, Beastie. He on the ones and twos, and he got his partner back there, E. They can't see us, but we can see them. We're going to leave it just like that.
And that's Beastie.
And that's Beastie. That's right, baby. So, and this show is produced by yours truly, your main apple scrapple over there, Adrian Six. And we got a live audience in here, too. We ain't going to show you who they are because they're going to remain anonymous. But we got a live audience here in the studio. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pass it on to my main abscribe. He's going to present our guest for this evening. You see the dude sitting right here.
Yes, indeed. I had to bring one of my big brothers in, Curtis Daniels. He's going to speak on his story. Got a hell of a story. I kind of mimic his story a little bit. But we're going to let him spit his story because it's going to be real impactful, and I believe a lot of us out here need to hear it and know that we can still make it through trials and tribulations that we do go through. So right now we're going to turn the mic over to my main man, Curtis Daniels, and we're going to ask a few questions like, let's get it boogieing.
Yeah, let's just go.
So let's start from that young lifestyle that you had.
Which one? Elementary school, junior high school?
Nah, we're going to go into the 80s. Don't go too young. Don't go too. Yeah, that's too old.
No, not the black and white joint. Not the black and white
joint. We talking about the high school joint.
The high school, yes indeed.
High school, D-boy joint.
D-boy.
Yes indeed. But we gonna go ahead, man, and tell us a little bit about.
Okay, your baby on there. She say my daddy.
Man, yeah. Curtis Daniels, man, young kid, out of Northeast. Raised in the church, raised by my grandmother and my aunts. Wasn't raised by my mother or my father. They wasn't in my life. So I did what I could, with grandma and all females in the house. Played ball when I was younger. Went to different schools. Left Slow Elementary School. Went to Langley Junior High School, but I suppose I went to Tab. And I just moved around because I wanted to be all over. Good dude, love everybody as long as they love me. I love you like you love me. So that's why I'm sitting up here with you two.
That's a powerful statement there, baby.
Situations when I've been into, and I done talked to both of y'all on many occasions about certain things that real dudes really can't talk about, and they don't really know about life. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between street life and real life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, that's mostly what it is.
Okay. So, go ahead, Six.
So when you played in that street life, that D-boy life, I want to know how you was able to play in that life and come out of that.
Well, actually, I ended up getting in the D-boy life when I was living with my grandma when I was younger. Junior high school, go to high school. And my grandma was like, it's time for you, go with your moms. And I thought my mom's was, better, but, my mom's had a sickness. She was on drugs real bad. So it got how I get in the D-boy life, I go over and live over there with her. When I go over there and live with her, I'll say about 6 months down the line, lights ain't on. So when the lights ain't on, I'm like, I'm not used to this because I'm used to live with my grandmother. A lot of people don't understand where your struggles come from, where you come from. They don't really understand because you don't talk about it. When you become a man, you don't go whining to people about it. You do something about it. So I come out the apartment building. I come out there, everybody got fila on. Well, they got fila on. Where the hell they get this from? You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at myself and I'm looking at them. No, you can't do what I do.
Right.
So off the top, I got introduced to it, and once I got introduced to it, I was real good at it. I said, "But damn, this all right."
Right.
And it's all right when you can pay rent at an apartment. You're in the 10th grade, you paying rent.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? You're in the 10th grade, you going to Georgetown, you going to Houston, you doing all this stuff that grown-ups doing. So that's how I end up getting into that life. And once you get into that life and you start seeing money you ain't never seen before, it's hard for you to just stop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard for you to just stop and just quit.
Yeah.
So all through high school, from my 9th grade, the summer of my 9th grade year, all the way until I went to prison after I went to college for a year. I went to Essex County for a year until I went to jail. Ended up going to jail because my mom's, she was still on drugs the whole time, and which I didn't know. My mom was selling drugs out the house. So myself, I'm ripping and running, because you know when you're a D-boy, you rip and running. You ain't mine. So I'm ready to go to a show one night, ready to take my girlfriend to, this one, Luther Vandross was hot. So, you know, Luther Vandross, you know, you take your girl.
Get money, you going with Luther.
Yes, indeed.
And I had.
That's that Versace money.
And I was on the second row.
Ooh, as a young boy.
That's that Versace money, baby.
Right.
Yes, indeed.
So they end up doing that. So I had already made a move. But when I made my package, I was going to be, when I went and got my package, I was going to be late for the show. So I said, shit. I was living in the top of the hill apartments. I wasn't living with my mom then, but I was still paying the bills and keeping food in the house.
Yeah.
So I said, well, let me run over here right quick. Run over here and try to put the stash away, and I was going to come back and get it. Next thing you know, I'm in the show. Everybody calling me. My phone ringing. You know, back in the day, you know, we had the big joint.
We talking about phones yesterday with the bag and all that.
This was the
bag
gray joint.
Oh, the gray one. Yeah, the gray back screw hand too.
My wife, look, I tried to get it activated again. I tried to get it activated again. It's big joint.
Yeah, indeed.
So they called me. Next thing you know, jump outs ran up in the house. I said, oh, so I'm caught now. But once I had to end up turning myself in, I found out why they went in the house. They didn't go in the house for cocaine. They went in the house for somebody selling PCP. But they just got.
They got lucky.
Well,
for them.
For them.
Yeah.
But I can say they really didn't get lucky, because when my grandmother found out when I was selling dope, she said, I'm going to pray for you to go to jail. So when I looked at her at that particular time, I'm looking at her like, never raised my voice at my grandmother, never been mad, always respectful and everything. But when she told me that, I'm looking at her sideways. But now in the day, I understand why she told me that. Because when she prayed for me to go to jail, when I went to jail in the 86.
Okay.
When I came home from jail, everybody that used to run in circles, they was going to jail.
Right.
But now, they just coming home from jail. And I was in 1990. So it was a blessing.
So you give them 4 years?
No, I gave him 3.
You gave him 3 years. Okay, 3 years. So basically, you went in on what we were coined, and it's a men's corner coin. And what I'm saying is called involuntary survival. And that's what a whole lot of brothers went into that street lifestyle, because it wasn't that you just woke up one day and said, I want to go and do it. There were some circumstances that almost forced your hand and coerced you into that piece. And it was, so I'm calling it involuntary survival. You know, you like you said, you got to eat. We got the lights being off. I'm not used to this. So the environment that I'm in, I'm forced to do these things. You know, so, and then you give people 3 years of your life. A lot of people don't talk about being incarcerated. What is that process like? Just being away from home and being in that type of environment. Because you was in the federal institution.
Yeah.
Right. You was in the Fed. So
well,
what is that?
I mean, you have to adjust. I mean, once you get in there, to me, you have to put your mind in a mental state to be there. First of all, you in there with a bunch of dudes. 9.5 times out of 10, you know most of the dudes. Second of all, I mean, you protect yourself just like everybody else protect yourself, no different than out here. But my main thing was when I got in there, I could play ball.
Right.
I played ball down there every day.
Mm-hmm.
I can shoot 100 jump shots and make 98.
Yeah.
But that's all I did.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? Push up, sit up, play ball. But when in the feds, they could put you in an educational program and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I took up electrician and welding.
Okay.
So once you're at a certain level, when you drop your levels down, so when you're in the maximum security, you are 5'6". When you're in the minimum security, you are 3'4", and when you're in the small,
What?
when you're in the small, when you're ready to come home, you're in the level 1 and 2.
Okay.
So I was in the 3'4", but as I tried to put my paperwork in, I got down to a level 1, 2, and what they did was they sent me. I applied for school.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up going to welding school. I got my welding certificate, and me and my man Kenny Westray, we was together doing electrician work together.
Oh, wow.
You see what I'm saying?
You're one, baby.
Shout out to Kenny, the one.
That's my man. Yeah, so we was in there doing electric work together. Actually, he was there teaching me how to do the electric work. So a lot of people don't know where people come from,
Where they come from.
how the connections is made.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where me and him branded from.
So before
Okay,
you
so-
go into that,
Yeah, so we're going to take a quick break, but when you come back, I want to know, when you was in that mental stage of coming out of prison, because you got a hell of a blend that's going to come from coming out of there. A lot of people don't understand it. Some people do, some people don't, but I want you to explain that piece when we come out. We're going to take a quick break, y'all. It's Greg Get Fire in here.
that's right, DJ Glam. Give us the break, babe.
It's gonna be fucking with me. I got 2 bad bitches gonna be rubbing
What's
my
up,
feet.
Danny
I got
Sam, my
2
main
young
man?
niggas down to bust a
I
dick.
got hollered at you too, Danny,
Y'all
man.
ain't got nothing to
Hey,
do.
Lisa.
20 young niggas gonna be fucking with me.
Do you want to learn to shoot like a professional in less than 4 hours? The Firearm and Security Training Center will teach you how to protect yourself along with family members while receiving your HQL license. Our professional courses give you general knowledge about handguns, ammunition, safety shooting techniques, cleaning, and transportation. Not only do we offer HQL training, we offer Maryland wear and carry training courses for qualified business owners. We also offer the 35-state Utah Conceal and Carry course, plus a lot more. For further information or to register for our next training course, visit us at www.firearmandsecuritytraining.com or give us a call at 301-932-9168.
So we coming right on back again. Go ahead, 6.
So we coming back with the questions of, him being in prison and walking out of that door. Like, what started him to change his life?
Well, once I came home, me and my man Kenny Westray, we came home the same day.
Wow.
We came home the same day. Once I came home, I seen everything. I went round the way. You know what we do. We go back round the way. Everybody doing the same thing. But when you come home, you broke. So I tried to do a little construction and doing that. When you coming from D-boy money, this money ain't no good. You barely eat.
Yeah.
So it's a different. So the thing is, I got back into the game, but I was still applying for certain jobs, trying to get my foot in. Got back in the game, made a couple of trips, started doing everything. All of a sudden, my daughter's mother was pregnant. Now all this time, when she become pregnant, I'm like, oh man, I don't need no kid now. So you know how we do back in the day. I give her the money. Look at you. I don't need no kids.
Yeah, go handle that.
You know what I'm saying?
Basically,
Take
go
care.
handle that.
Yeah, I don't need no kid. And first of all, I wasn't in a situation to have a child. I had no money. I had no job. I basically living with my grandmother, so I didn't have nothing. So me and my daughter had this conversation too. And then, she ain't get the abortion. Next thing you know, I'm getting a call that, hey, man, look, she 8 months pregnant from a girlfriend. I said, what?
That story sounds
Next thing
familiar.
I get back with her. I'm trying to make sure everything right. Getting to the hospital, Okay, but now I'm still dipping and dabbing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still making trips. I'm still dipping and dabbing. But man, when my daughter came out, I said, shit, what I'm gonna do with this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My daughter came out, my mother wasn't there or my father wasn't there. So I can't leave her like this. You know what I'm saying? So
Breaking
what I
the
had
cycle,
to do,
basically.
I had to, that's what it was. I had to break the cycle. So what I said, well, man, I got to do something to make sure that she all right. Because if I continue doing what I'm doing, I'm going back in. But if it was just me, I was fine. It's just me.
Right.
But now I got this little precious thing right here. You know what I'm saying? This baby right here in my hand.
Yeah.
So I go back to my partner and I tell him, man, look here, man. I say, take the money, take everything. He's like, what? He looking at me like I'm crazy. What's wrong with you, fool? And I say, what you mean, what's wrong with me? He's like, man, look here. We gonna finish this, and the thing is, I got paranoid at that particular time because all I could think about was Dominique. And I got paranoid, and I was like, man, no, I can't do this. So,
Don't go too far, because what was his response? Because most times you do something like that, the joker start saying, man, they patting you down, man, you hot. What's up?
I explained to him just like I'm explaining it to him. His father or mother wasn't there. I'm saying, man, how can I leave my baby out here and these jokers gonna trick her?
So you went on man time. You went on man time.
I had to.
Straight
You know
man
how
time. Yeah.
I mean, it's not cute now, but back in the day when we was young, we was tricking.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I couldn't see nobody doing my child like that. So I got with my cousin, Benny Nesbitt, and he was doing a little real estate thing, flipping houses, got with him, and applied for the fire department, applied for Metro. Once I did that, probably about 6 months, I'm working with him, probably about 6 months in, Metro give me a call. Lady named Miss Woods. Told her my situation, said, man, I need to take care of my child. And she said, Mr. Daniels, I'm going to give you a chance. And when she gave me that chance...
Shout out to Miss Woods. Yeah, Lord have mercy, Miss Woods.
Ain't no boy, you saved a man life.
Shout out to Miss Woods. You saved a lot of lives.
And she gave me the job, man, as a part-time bus operator, man. I took off from there.
Wow.
But after I had my child, next thing you know, my baby mother, she don't want to be no baby mama. So I'm going back and forth with her, fighting. You know, we had these talks plenty times.
Yes, sir.
Plenty times. You know what I'm saying? And plenty times. We've been on bus trips going to North Carolina playing tournaments, and we sitting in the back. They looking at us like, the hell wrong with them two? You know what I'm saying? But we talking about the same thing.
Right.
So I end up getting custody of her. A good friend of mine now with my ex, Tanya Bell. She helped me raise Dominique when she was younger. And she helped me get custody of my daughter. So now I got custody. So now I'm looking at it like she want to go to Catholic school. She want to go volleyball. She want basketball.
Volleyball was serious.
Man, she want tennis. Every camp I go to, oh yeah, you owe 2,000. Every camp I go to, you owe 1,500. Now I'm trying to, I could take her to the free camps.
Right.
But the free camps are hood camps.
Right.
I'm saying I can't have my baby over here. They running all around. People with snotty nose just running. Ain't no discipline. You know what I'm saying? They cussing the coaches out. You know what I'm saying? Jokers throwing the tennis rackets over Kenilworth, throwing the tennis racket across the field. I said, man, I gotta do something.
You took over to Kenilworth?
Yeah.
Kenilworth?
Yeah.
Kenilworth Parkside, baby.
Man,
shout out to my stomach round, baby.
Man, I tried to go everywhere, but I said, I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't afford all that one salary, plus you paying your rent, your car note, your car insurance. So my thing is, I went back to my D-boy mind. Man, I got to do some hustling. So I went to barbering school. and got the barbering license. Well, I did get my barber's license. I got half of the barber license because I wasn't really into it. But Went to the shop, cut with my man Al on North Capitol Street. When I was cutting with him on North Capitol Street, he had the shop, making plenty of money. So now baby girl going to everything that she wanted to go to, and I'm fine. But on the weekends, I can't be with her.
Yeah, because
everybody want their haircut on Friday and Saturday.
Right.
And you know, back in the day, the youngest come in, they come in 2 o'clock, or you know, that's when the clubs stay open to 5.
Yeah.
So you coming in 1 o'clock in the morning, you getting your hair cut.
And they paying you well.
And they paying well.
You're tipping you real well.
Anything that's after 9 o'clock is automatically 50.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, everything that's after 10 is 60.
That's
keep
right.
going to
It go up. That's right. That's right.
And you know, you had some youngers that they was great D boys. Like Curtis here, take this 200. Yeah, I'm next.
I'm next.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Back up.
I got it. And you got to wait.
I pay for them.
Yeah, back up.
I need to get up out of here.
Yeah, I need to get up out of here. But when I did that, I said I couldn't be with her on the weekends, and I couldn't participate in what she was doing. So I said I got to go another angle. I got a little job with Ride On. Ride On was just paying $7 an hour. So now I started thinking, what I'm gonna do when I turn 50? I need to get something where when I turn 50, I can retire, but they still paying me.
Right.
So I started looking at different companies. Okay, Bell Atlantic, I already have a Metro.
Okay.
Bell Atlantic, Pepco, the fire department. I forgot the other one.
How long did you stay with Metro?
27 years.
27. Wait a minute. So from the moment you did the real estate piece with Benny and them, and then when you applied for the fire department, you were
waiting for the fire department and Metro and Pepco.
And Metro hit you about 6 months later after you get in the piece with Benny. So you start working with Metro, and that's when is that when you decided that I'm good with just this right here, or
no,
you went straight
when
to
I
the
started with Metro, I was a
that.
part-time bus operator.
It was part-time.
Oh, it was part-time.
Yeah, it was part-time.
Okay.
And back then, when you part-time, they can get rid of you if they don't.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, you on the chopping board. But after I did the part-time, what I did was I signed up for another job, became custodian, so I could get a full-time job. So it was all a process.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I like you saying that because we're talking about how you develop from one standpoint to the next, but it's about the change in your mindset. We talking about a guy that come from the feds and go in here and they say, you know what, I gotta find a job. You take a part-time job,
Right.
that ain't paying you for real nothing, and
Right.
you
Right.
really expendable to them people. They're going right to custodian position so that you can have full-time employment with the benefits and all that.
Right. See, that was the main key. But with the part-time, you got your full benefits.
Okay.
So I didn't have to pay for her to go to no doctor or anything. See, my main thing was making sure Dominique was good. So she got her benefits. So she had to, pay for her braces. You know what I'm saying? She twisted her ankle playing basketball. Kaiser took care of all that. You know what I'm saying? But at the part-time salary, I mean, it was real low. So after I did the cutting hair, I said, man, I need to find the futures for once I get to Metro. When we get to 50, it seems like it's old, but we not old.
No.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We not old. And I know if I retire at 50, I'll be like, well, what else I'm going to do?
Right.
So I just put in my mind, it's okay, well, I need to get 2 jobs that's basically an A and a B. Have an A, B, and C situations. You know what I mean? With jobs and income, you need three strings of income. And once you get them 3 strings of income, because if you get 5 from one job, which I was 5 from Metro 5 times.
What?
5 times.
Man, oh
They
man.
fired me 5 times from Metro.
Man, you become the supervisor five times.
Because off the top though, people can fight. People come in right now and say, "Here you go, take your slip." If they don't like you,
Okay.
you see what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
if sometimes I wasn't no ass kisser.
Right.
I don't kiss no tail. That ain't
Yeah,
never what I
we
did.
never did that there.
Yeah, I never did that. So I was 5 times. But if I wasn't have another income, you know what I mean? Lights off.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I want to touch on it because this is a piece that's near and dear. I know near and dear to Six Heart. You guys were single parent fathers. And this is the men's corner, you know, and we like to keep it 100 around here because we can talk about a lot of different things. But when you start talking about being a single parent and you the father aspect of that, that's major and that's big. So, you know, and you and Sis can go with this because I didn't have that experience. You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
But talk about that, man, because we got some listeners out there that be wrestling and grappling with getting the child every weekend or every other.
So I'm a defer because he mentored me in it. I'm a defer to him on this piece with that. But before he dives into that, because I want to know how he was being able to be a parent with two full-time
jobs, yeah.
Man, first of all, I was blessed. My Lord and Savior blessed me very well. He's been blessing me ever since. Being a single father, first of all, when I became a single father, I respect all single mothers.
Shout out to the single mothers and the single fathers. Hey, Gil.
The thing is, they say, you know what I mean, your experience is your best teacher.
Yeah.
That's the way I was taught. Your experience is your best teacher. Like, my wife, she had 2 by herself. I don't know how she did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I respect all single mamas. Get your damn child support because I ain't got mine yet. I need mine.
Yeah, it should be about 80,000 now. I need that.
But so what about the sacrifices? As a single parent, and as a father being a single parent, the sacrifices, because I know the pride in you ain't gonna let you have a bunch of different women around you doing none of that.
My daughter only seen 3 women in my life.
Wow.
Well, she really ain't seen me with her mother. She seen me with Tanya Bell.
Oh, shout out to Tanya too for helping you with the custody piece too.
She seen with another young lady, Denise North, and she seen me with my wife.
Wow.
But the respect that I had for my daughter, that I wouldn't allow her to see me run women, because it's not cute. But I wasn't taught no better.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wasn't taught that. Okay, you supposed to be. And today it looked disrespectful to me, but back then it ain't look disrespectful. I was having fun. They was having fun. You know what I mean? But I tried to teach her different than what I was doing. Actually, my daughter probably ain't seen me take a drink until she was in college.
Wow.
So I hid a lot of stuff away from her. Right. You know what I mean? And the sacrifice was, I just had to cut out the parties and run in the streets. You know what I mean? I partied, but I went to big events like when Wasaki gets something, you see what I'm saying, or Kirkbone gets something, or Pentagraph gets something. I go to a major party. Right. Not all the parties. Right. I go to major parties, you know. And my family was like, hey, if you ain't going to work, we ain't watching them. You need to watch your own child. If you don't want to have it, you need to watch your. And I couldn't do nothing but respect that. Yeah. But, and I would let them know when a party is coming up. You know what I'm saying? Look, next month, such and such time, can you watch Dominique? I got an event I want to go to. And they my grandmother, my aunts, and they respect that, and they're like, okay, fine. You know, but what time you come to get in the morning? So if I come in at 5 and I'm drunk, I still gotta get up and get up by 9.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's right. That's
so
right.
I mean, that's just the way it went. And then, as far as working the 2 jobs, when I got to Verizon, I just had to plan my schedule. One good thing about Metro, I'm telling you, Metro a hell of a company. Yeah. Anybody can say what you want to say. Metro saved my life, me and my daughter. And I can say with Metro, they work 24 hours.
Okay.
So what I did was I made sure I was on a night shift. I stayed on a night shift. People don't like working a night shift.
Right.
But I know how to work the night shift because when I was a D-boy, I was on all shifts. All the time. You see what I'm saying? 24 hours. All this coming. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I used to stay up all night. You see what I'm saying? And hustling. I'm still at my 7 o'clock class at Eastern. You see what I'm saying? I'm still there. You know what I mean? So I was, in a way, I was used to it. I've been doing it the whole time. So what I did was I applied for, Bell Atlantic at the time. I ended up getting Bell Atlantic. Once I got Bell Atlantic, you know, I'm still working at night, 9 to 5 in the morning. So my routine was 9 to 5 in the morning. Whoever was watching Dominique for me at that particular time, I go out to their house. I might sleep in the car. Dominique got to be to the before care at 7:30. I wake her up about 6:30, get her to the before care. I got to be to Verizon at 8 o'clock. I go to Verizon at 8 o'clock. From 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock, Dominique is in the aftercare. So once she's in the aftercare there, they help her do her homework. I had to pay people to help her do her homework and all. I couldn't do none of that.
So you making money and still putting money out the whole time.
Right.
Wow.
Once she do that, I go pick her up. I take her, get some dinner or something like that, spend a little bit of time with her. I'm back in the same routine. But my thing was, I was a napper. If I get me an hour and a half sleep, I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. So that's how that routine, became. You know what I mean?
And that's a very interesting piece, man, because you had to really have a schedule to make all of this stuff happen. And the reason why we're coming to you all with this kind of conversation from the men's corner is because there are a lot of brothers out there that are trying to figure it out, and they don't have anybody to talk to. You know, the people that they leaning on, basically the same type of people that they are, saying, don't worry about it, leave the child with the mother, man. Slim, just do this and do that. Because I run into a lot of guys say, I'm out here, man, I'm hustling because I got to take care of my family. I'm like, yeah, but if you go in, how much taking care of your family can you do going in? So you got to find another way. So how much did patience and discipline with that patience play into you staying, maintaining, the legal lifestyle?
Answer that after this break. We got to take a quick break, y'all. 1 minute break. He gonna answer this question out there. Y'all stay with us. We got this powerful brother in here, man, talking about this real life, 2 jobs, from the D-boy life, from the prison, to about to retire from 2 major companies. Y'all saw the flyer. Let's break.
DJ Flair, give me some music, baby.
Do you ever imagine a burglar breaking into your home and stealing your valuables, damaging your property, or hurting your loved ones? Of course not. The reason why most burglaries occur is because the victim was not protected. Don't be the victim.
Home security systems were designed to keep you, your family, and your premises safe from a wide range of dangerous scenarios. This is an area Unlimited Connect excels. Our highly trained and courteous professionals will respond in time and install your HD security camera in no time. And the best part? Every installation comes with a guaranteed 1-year warranty. And we also offer weekly specials and major discounts. What more can you ask for? Call us today for a free estimate at 202-702-6700 or visit us at www.unlimitedconnect.com.
Somebody was talking shit about this drink.
Well, welcome back to the men's corner, and we forgot to do this, man. Happy New Year's to everybody too, because this is our first show of the new year.
No, the second one. You was off.
Oh yeah, I was off. That's right. I'm sorry, baby. No, I definitely didn't want to do that to my main abstract. But Happy New Year's to you all from me. Getting right back to this piece here. Before we left off, we were asking our guest here is Curtis Daniels. And we're talking about going from the streets to the penitentiary, from the penitentiary to living a legal lifestyle and becoming a single parent father in that entire process, and then retiring or working and retiring from one job and working with 2 major corporations here. So Curtis, before we left off, the question I wanted to ask you was, talk a little bit about the patience and the discipline that it took with that patience for you to maintain this legal lifestyle, considering all the other barriers that were presented to you?
Well, you also got to realize when you're a D-boy, you got to have patience too. You got to have discipline too. Because if you don't, you get yourself caught up in a lot of nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So all that transformed from the street to my personal life.
Okay.
And then also I seen, you know, my mentor was my grandmother. You know.
Shout out to grandma, baby.
And my aunt Cookie. I could tell them anything. I could talk to them about anything.
Right.
I seen my grandmother for 35 years.
Right.
Work at the Marriott. She worked every day. I don't even think she took no sick days.
Wow.
But Sunday.
Wow.
Because she went to
She
church.
went to go to church.
And Wednesday, she went to Bible study. So, and I seen, you know, my aunts and them, they go to work. So it was bred into me to do that. But my main focus was making sure my baby girl was all right. Because my dad wasn't there, and my mom's wasn't there because she was sick. I mean, as I got older, you know what I mean, I understood that, you know, being on drugs and stuff like that, you are actually sick. It's a disease.
Right.
When I was young, I didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, she passed July 29th this year. You know, I talked to y'all about that. I talked to y'all about that. You know, and it was real traumatizing since, you know, dealing with that with her. I really ain't think, because see, a lot of people, me and my mom's, our bond was in the street. Cause my mom was street hood, you know what I mean? But she came from a good home, but she was street hood. And that's where we, you know, was on page together. You go around the way, you come outside and she out there with a bat. Hey, who doing what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the discipline was already installed in me, but it was, the main focus was, man, to making sure my baby was all right and never leaving her side because someone left my side. You know what I'm saying? And my daughter, you know what I mean? She'll tell you now today, you know, y'all talk to her.
Yes, Lord.
Now, I sit back in the stand and she playing volleyball. I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I was there. It was her presence.
Yes, indeed.
And I don't think she understood it when she was younger. But now she got her child. Now she understands.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
So you were basically doing the parenting, and both of you guys were doing parenting trial by error. But I know Six had his grand folks in his life as well. You know what I'm saying? And you did too. So man, shout out to all the grandparents, man, because as a grandfather today, you know, my children be like, man, you ain't do half the stuff you do with them, you do with me. I'm like, yeah, that's because I can always call y'all, say, can y'all come get them?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so it's a little different.
Well, then again, it ain't just because that. You have more patience now.
Yeah, when you get older.
Like my nephew and my daughter, Dad ain't the same. You know, when I was younger, man, he ain't crazy no more. Daddy ain't the same because I talked to the grandbaby. You know what I'm saying? I had conversations with him. Back in the day, when you working 2 full-time jobs and you trying to make things happen, you cut up in school. Hey, man, what I'm out here doing all this for? Right. So it's a different era. So now I'm actually trying to teach her. You know what I mean? Because she get frustrated, saying, hey, calm down. She be all right. And I tell her, look at her and look at you. The same person. She act just like you. Right. But see, the thing is, you more patient now. That's where that's coming from. Back then, when you had them, you had to work to pay the bills and feed them. You know what I'm saying? They want to go to camp. They want to do this. They want to play ball. You know what I mean? Now you ain't got to do that. I'm going to say, hey, I got them. You know what I'm saying?
So how important is it to have a significant other in terms of contributing to your development of staying whole? And by that I mean, you know, you're married now, things of that nature. You know, so you have a woman that's in your life that had the, you know, it's like bringing two families together as one. How is that piece?
Well,
you know,
believe me, it ain't easy.
Right.
But when two people love each other and two people are in love with each other, you can work anything out.
Shit, I can tell by that damn left finger on your hand.
Yes, Lord. Hey. Man, hey, look here. Hey, Six, you know what's interesting on season? Look, when I seen the ring, I was like, good God Almighty, either she love him or he love himself that much.
Back in the day,
I started looking at the earrings and all that. But the reality is that man, when I met your wife, man, and had a conversation with her, it was like, this woman right here is the woman for him, because you needed somebody who could be patient, who was wise beyond years for real, but someone that you could respect, and they respect everything that you've gone through, where you didn't have to constantly be explaining yourself. Someone who understands.
My wife?
Yeah, she like me.
She
I know she crazy.
That's why we blend. She just like me.
But she patient.
No. I don't know who you met.
She patient now.
Get out of here. She patient
Man,
with
he
you.
over here, man, because she ain't here. First of all, I'm going to say this. One, I've never heard Curtis talk like this about anyone other than his daughter. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Two, I don't know about that patient shit you talking about.
Right.
Both of these two off the chain.
Right. I've only seen
both of them. Well, I done been around this dude too many times, and I defended this dude on an occasion when someone posted him online sleep. Out of like one, I knew I was still trying to understand to this day how he did 2 full-time jobs for someone else. It's easy to do one for somebody else and do your own.
Right.
I do that, but when you're doing it for someone else, and he was out, and I guess they was interacting with some spare time that they had. They posted a picture of him sleep. I went off.
Yeah.
Because I understood the struggle, because as he stated, we on the back of buses having conversations about kids and how the hell you doing both of these jobs at the same time. And it's people out here always say, man, I don't have time. This guy took 16 hours of his day just for work.
Just for work. And it ain't but 24 in the day.
Actually, it was 20.
So look, so 20 days of 20 hours of work during the day, and still got to be a parent. So that I like when you was like, what, talk about both of us? Hell no, I'm deferring.
Yeah, and the deference is good, but the best part about it is you can defer, but you're deferring to someone who taught
me, yes,
how to be that father,
a parent,
because you were able to watch him do it, and so it's almost like the mentor and the mentee in that arena, and that's a great thing. But you've garnered some things and learned some things from him, and you didn't I don't think he didn't disappoint. No, because your daughter is doing outstanding things right now.
I think
Supreme Court Justice here we come.
And I met Six by playing basketball.
Right.
At our older ages, and he put us together. You know what I'm saying? 2 single fathers, and we had that conversation. I mean, deep, serious conversation, and it's. You just don't understand the frustration when a woman leave their child. And you sit back and think like, how can she came out of you?
Right.
Not me.
Right.
It's easy for a man to walk away.
Right.
Because he didn't carry her for 9 months or 40 weeks or whatever you call it. She didn't go into labor for 30, you ain't going to labor for 36, 40 hours or whatever it is.
Right.
She came out of you. How you just leave your child like that? You can't do that, and that's what me and him used to talk a lot about.
Right.
And I used to have to tell him, man, look, you can't judge other people, or not really judge them, but worry about other people, because people are who they are. That's just who that person is. You can't change people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Only thing you can do is change yourself.
Yeah.
And make sure that your baby all right. Yeah. Do your part 1,000 times better than everybody else.
Wow. That's big. That's powerful. But at the same time, a little spiritual piece of that, man, God already knew that you two would be able to do this.
Yeah.
They say never put more than you can handle.
Yeah.
But the master already knew that you two would be able to do this and prevail and do it well. So you two are examples, man. So any of you fellas out there that's trying to figure it out, you have examples right here before you. Watch what they do. And on their social media pages, if you having some issues, man, DM these brothers and say, hey man, trying to figure it out. Can you help me? You know, so we all on social media. You know, you can always reach out to some brothers that's gone through some things, and you don't have to do it by yourself. So, you know, it's an awesome piece, man. I champion your cause. The only thing I really want to say this is that, you know, I didn't really like you a whole lot when, you know, we was younger, cause you was more bow-legged than me. You know, and all I kept hearing is, man, bow-legged Curtis this, bow-legged Curtis that. You know, we go to the party, you know, look, we standing up next to each other. He all bow-legged, you know, no disrespect to nobody, but the women looking at him, I just bow-legged myself a little more. Like, he ain't gonna be, but then when I did it, it seemed like I got shorter. You know what I'm saying? But so it did work. But you had some. You touched on your mentors. You touched on it briefly. You said grandma, but there were some mentors, man, that you know that you grew up under, man. People that helped keep you, you know, focused as well in your challenge. You wanna shout in those mentors out?
Well, rest in peace. You know, my cousin Warren Matthews.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
great
good
dude.
man.
Great dude.
Yeah, we had talks. Delonte Teller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
you know,
indeed.
We talk all the time. I mean, we talk, you know, to the day. And see, I don't go out too much. I'm basically with the wifey and the grandkids.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't, you know, hang out. If I go out, she'll tell you, I go out, I say I'm leaving at 9. I'm back by 10:15.
About 10-15, no joke. That's my move. That's my move.
She said, what you get dressed for?
No joke.
What you get dressed for? I mean, because, I mean, I'm already past that. I used to do that.
Yeah.
It used to be fun. It was all right. You know what I mean? But now I'm in a different place in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Also, Andre Jordan, you know, good mentor. We talk all the time.
Yeah.
My man, Donnie Hawkins. You know, them 4 dudes that I sit down and have conversations with about life. You know what I mean? Not no street nothing, not no jobs. Who?
Not.
I said
Yeah, Delonte Taylor.
Oh, I didn't.
You don't know
See, I
real
told y'all
life.
she was crazy.
Right.
Ain't no patience in here.
The patience is gone, man. The patience is gone already.
I would tell you right now, my wife has been patient with me.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
I say we talk trash to each other because we got a friendly relationship. We friends.
Yeah.
We in love. We love each other. We take care of each other.
Right.
And we always mess with each other. We talk trash to each other. So if you don't have that type of relationship with your spouse and you arguing, you're fussing, it ain't gonna last.
Look, man, the woman gave you a surprise birthday party
Yeah.
and had all of us there.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, when she called me, I'm like, who is this again?
Right.
Try to act like you want him.
Hey, that's right. I'm like, I don't know who this is. Call me. And you got the wrong number, y'all. This Curtis White.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, y'all. What we doing? You know, but that's the love that a lot of people, man, in that environment, in the community, showed you love because you showed it to them.
Right.
You know, and that's big, man.
Well, it's hard to love somebody that don't love their kids too.
Without question. Oh, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Right. So I think that was the respect first.
Yeah.
And to shout out this brother and to talk to some of you guys out there, man, that think you can't do it. It's possible. We talking about a brother did 2 full-time jobs for somebody else, raised his daughter the right way. I remember what something happened with the daughter. He was so pissed because somebody hit it from. He ready to tear the roof off a hardtop vehicle.
Yes, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about like struggle fights, and he walked me through it, and I mean held my hand, like ain't no gay stuff and nothing like that, but held my hand through the whole process of the legal part of it, the mental part of it, the what you need to show your child part of it. And I promise you guys, like, in the Spanish community, they do not move out of the neighborhood if they leave that woman. It's only in our culture that they leave and go off into another area, neighborhood, and raise the dog better than they raise their kid.
Speak on that, bro.
Right? So, us as men, we got to do better. It's too many single moms out there. We got a guy right here, man. I'm just telling you, I followed his path. I didn't have a path because I didn't have my dad. So I followed his path. If y'all watching this show, I promise you, listen to it, you can inbox him, you can inbox me. Man, he will give you the true Hollywood story. He ain't gonna bullshit you. He's not gonna sugarcoat it. And understand this, it ain't gonna be free. You gotta be for the fight. Cause it is one of those, and I promise you, he gave it to me off the break. Slim, it ain't easy, and it's gonna cost you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There ain't nothing free about it.
And it's gonna come out. But the main thing is that you want to see your baby girl later on in life become a woman and not struggling, and she at peace. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these females out here that don't have their fathers, that's why they acting the way they act.
Ooh.
They don't have a father figure in their life to say, hold up, baby girl, that ain't what you do. You don't do this.
Right.
What you doing?
Right.
So if they don't have a father figure in their life to look up to what kind of man they need to deal with, they're going the wrong way. You know what I mean? And that's how they getting caught up. And then a lot of these young kids, the young boys, they don't have a father figure, so they don't know how to treat a woman. So that's why you get all these young guys killing their girlfriends and the girlfriends trying to kill the baby mom and all that. We done basically, in our culture, we done basically lost all of that.
Yeah.
Because there's no fathers in the house, you see what I'm saying? And we have babies having babies. And our community, our culture is the number one that's doing that.
Right.
You don't never see no Chinese people, they stick together. Europeans, they stick together. Puerto Rican, they stick together.
Yeah.
We do not
And
do that.
they just make it work and do the best that you can and understand that. It's almost like I tell people all the time, like you said, you probably owed about $80,000 in child support payments if you had
I
to,
need
had to go through that,
if
right?
you watching it, I need it.
You know what but the reality to that is whenever I pay child support. And unfortunately, I did the thing that my father told me not to do a long time. He said, son, don't let your dick make a slave out of you. Well, I did that, you know what I'm saying? Because I not just being that dude on the street trying to be that guy. And I ended up paying child support. Yeah, but I paid.
Fly ass slave.
Hey, man, like came with that. But I tell people all the time, I paid child support for 28 straight years because I had children by different women.
28
straight years. But guess what?
Of child support.
That was my saving grace because my biggest thing was I'm not gonna have them see me in nobody's jail. So every 3 years when I had to go back to court for a modification, and the sad part is you try to I couldn't work 2 jobs. Because every time I went back, them people say, earned income. I'm like, I'm trying to make the ends meet, but they said, yeah, but that earned income, we're going to now take more from you because you got, what can I do?
So somebody made a statement and said, we need to teach a class on with these clueless men. I agree, but at the end of the day, as Curtis' wife did, because if he didn't love his daughter, she wouldn't have loved him.
Absolutely.
So we gotta also, as women, I don't mean me because I ain't no woman, but you guys have to stop dating this bullshit.
Yeah.
I get it. It's 40 to 50 men to y'all one, but we gotta stop selling for this bullshit. That'll stop all that. Understand this before. Women stop the war. Understand that, ladies.
Yeah.
Women stop a war.
Yeah.
They close their legs to stop a war. And I'm going to leave that right there. Let that marinate in your system. Go ahead, Kurt.
I'm going to tell you this about my wife. Now, when I met my wife got 2 kids. She's working 3 full-time jobs.
Good God almighty.
Oh, y'all hate money like a mug. And that's your hate money.
So, off the top, though, she working 3 full-time jobs when I met her. Can't do nothing but take your head off and respect that.
Yes, indeed.
How can you not?
Yes, indeed.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And one of the things that, because I know we get ready to wind down, we got about 2 minutes to wind down, but the takeaways from this entire piece, and we can appreciate the viewers saying, we need to do something about that, and we'll handle our part dealing with the men, but women, you all got to handle your part dealing with the women, and stop trying to just deal with the men. Let us men deal with our issues so we can then come together. But one of the takeaways that I have for this whole piece, if the fellas out there listening, is that it's okay, man, to lead that street life and gain a legal life as long as you know how to be patient and disciplined with the understanding that it's going to come.
It's going to work.
It's going to work out.
It's gonna work.
And it ain't just working out in overnight. It's going to take some years for you to really see the benefit of your rewards for giving up the nonsense. But you got to be present in the lives of your family and loved ones. You can't be absent and claiming that you that guy.
And
So
to
that's my
piggyback
takeaway.
on that. To piggyback on that, Poncho, you brought something back to my mind. That's what my grandmother used to say. Be patient. It's going to work. When I came home. And, you know, I don't mind. I used to have this. Now I got this. I used to have this. Now I got this. And I'm looking at it like, be patient.
Yeah.
But I respect and love my grandmother so much. I was patient, took my time. Now, you know, I retired from Metro 2017. I'll be retiring from Verizon next year. Actually, though, I'm looking for another job. You got a job for me?
Absolutely.
I told you was gonna want another job. You're gonna be bored. I told you.
So with that said, Six, you want to take us out with this piece?
Sheesh. Well, this is what I'm gonna take y'all out with, cause this been on my heart. I want us as men, if men out there, I want at least 5 to 10 men. Let's get together and go out and support black businesses. We dress up in suits so we don't look like we going in there robbing the place. I would love to have 20. Just dress up in suits and go support black businesses. Why I say that is because we got to learn how to recycle the black dollar in our black community. That's the only way we're going to make it out here. We talking about a black brother right here that worked 2 jobs, corporate America, so we know the face of that. It isn't ours.
Yeah.
We got to help our businesses grow. These people have kids too, and we got to support our community people. If anybody inbox the Men's Corner, we trying to set a date, going out and support these businesses, and it got to be a black-owned business. I apologize, I'm not racist or anything like that, but we just got to learn how to recycle our dollar. I don't care if you spend $5 or $10. That money means something. Again, I respect this brother Curtis Daniels on the strength of what he did with his kid, how he did it, and why he did it, and was able to do it with 2 damn full-time jobs, man.
Critical.
And I'm a defer to my man like I always do because I look up to this brother. He walked me through that path of this single fatherhood thing, and I'm gonna let him close us out tonight because it ain't my show tonight. It's his.
Yes, indeed.
Well, first of all, man, I appreciate both of you great black men for even having me here. I don't usually do this.
Right.
But when I talked to him about it, he was like, man, yeah, you at such and such a day.
Yeah.
I was on the treadmill like, huh? What? I gotta do what?
Yeah, he had that ability.
Right.
He throw his weight around.
The thing is, man, I know Six work with the youth, and what I want to try to do, you know, with you and help you out, is try to talk to some of these young boys, man, because our young black kids, man, they just gone astray. You know what I'm saying? Especially these young black boys, and they don't have no faith and no confidence in nothing no more. You know what I mean? And they don't understand when you having one of these jobs that you can have things and you can take care of a family. But they so busy smoking the weed with the Europeans that made it legal now. So now you can't get none of these jobs. But once you stop smoking weed, you can get one of these jobs, and you can go buy you a nice house, and you can have you a nice car, and you ain't got to worry about the police running behind you, and when they come behind you, you all like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. You whipping your license out and boom, you know.
There you go.
And that's what we go through in this metropolitan area. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I really appreciate y'all having me and my wife, you know, my ride or die, you know what I'm saying? She over there looking all gorgeous, you know what I'm saying?
We know what's getting ready to happen with that.
We going home,
Terrible, man. Well, that's our show. We want to thank Curtis Daniels for coming out to the Men's Corner, and thank our live audience back there. Yes, indeed. We got a live audience in here, so we doing this thing. And as we signing off again from the Men's Corner, my main Apple Scrabble, Adrian Six Richardson, I'm Fahim, and we are powered here by DJ Glam. And on the ones and twos, our man B Sting and his counterpart over there, looking like hey man, I don't know what he look like.
Essay. Hey, close us out, DJ Glam.
DJ Glam with this piece here.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. Appreciate the comments and all that.
Thank you so much,
y'all stick with us. We'll be right back here next Thursday. Sign in for next Thursday.
So we signing out. Thank you all. We see you later on. Shout out to my
got the military guy in here that robbed the bank next week.
Yes, sir. We doing it. Yes, I love this guy.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Tank.
He always doing. See, he's terrible, man.
He's just terrible.
Hey, y'all people.
We'll let you see our little studio on. Watch it.
They got to show you.
That's DJ Glam the way. That's our attorney right there. Hey, niece. That's my niece right there. Don't worry about it, dog, baby. No, you bashing
got
right
people
there.
in the building today, y'all. This the people behind the scene right there.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. That's his wifey. Yes, indeed. Hey, look, we got these new mics too, y'all. Mics in this blinker. We got the new mics out for my man.
Make sure you all subscribe.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all next week. For sure. Thank you, Aunt.
That's right, Nicole. Move them, baby. And I'm praying for you,
Lonnie, thank you, Lonnie. Thank you, Lonnie. Hey, Ronald, that's what did it. Next week, bro. Let them out.